Like, whoa.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Missouri, just to name a few. Underdog is dropping awesome promos all week long, so make sure y'all check the app to see what's next. If you are new, use code ITISWHATITIS when you sign up. Play $5 and they'll drop $50 in bonus funds your way. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Kim, and today we are joined with our analyst Pacman Jones.
What's
Killer,
up?
what's
What's
good,
going on?
man? Pac was good. Pac, you back.
Pacman looked sober today.
Okay.
Last week, that nigga was on K2. Nigga sober today.
How did you come up with this shit?
I told you, Pac.
Last week, he had glasses on. He was fucked up, whatever was in that cup. He put the energy bottle there. That nigga looked like a clean-cut American citizen. look very good today. Last week, I was concerned about you, man.
Bro, that was a body armor drink. Same K2, I guess.
I tell you one thing, though. I had a conversation with Devin Hester, and he said you out your damn mind. That's why everybody thought it was K2. And I did the homework, too. You had 5 kickoff returns for your career while he had 19. Why would you even compare yourself to him on special teams? I don't want to hear about how good of a defensive player you was. I don't want to hear how you a triple threat on offense. Just special teams.
What I'm trying to tell you. Bro, I went and guarded the best receiver during the whole game and then went back on 4th down and caught punts. I got 15 fair catches, bro, and I played 14 years. Like, I don't even understand why you keep trying to make this a point. Yes, Devin Hester was the GOAT when it comes to just returning. I didn't have a chance to do just returning.
That was just my argument, though. It wasn't about your triple threat. I know you are all around. They use you like a Swiss Army knife, pause. But then, last week he talked about Devin Hester just run fast. When I'm out there, I'm making love to the field and all type of crazy shit. He ain't say that last week,
You
man.
better go. I do.
That's what
I
I'm
do.
saying. I'm just going over what you said.
He did say that.
Devin Hester had shot me a DM and say, yo, the man wildin', man. Started following me.
Nah. I do.
Look, there you
Devin
go.
Hester was a good receiver.
There you go.
He deserved to be. He should be the first in the Hall of Fame. I will admit that. But like, I was him. Like, let's not get that twisted.
No.
I got a lot of respect for him.
All right, wait,
Yeah.
Killer. So if he's Jordan, who are you? If he's the Jordan of it, who are you?
I would be LeBron right now. What are we talking about?
Nigga,
What are we talking about?
nigga, you Paul.
What are we talking about?
First of all, I'm gonna keep it on you, Paul Pierce.
What?
You Paul Pierce, nigga. Because Dion, listen, listen, Paul Pierce, my
All right, so
man.
name your top 5 returners. I'm just talking about in our era. Don't go all the way back 20, 30 years ago.
See, niggas never
I'm
want
talking about
the
in the
facts.
last 15 years.
All right, because Dion, you know, he want me to bring Coach Palm into this.
Man,
thing.
no, we ain't even bring. No,
All right,
we ain't,
all right.
can't even bring him into the.
You leaving a lot of niggas out. Because that's what I was thinking. Everybody you would bring up, he doesn't want you to bring up.
I seen now, Coach.
Well, I'm just saying in the last 15, 17, 18, 19 years, you can't say nobody ain't played in the last decade. Goddamn.
Now, Coach.
I mean, do you like Desmond Howard?
I do.
Who else? What's the nigga name? Brian Mitchell or one of them?
Not in the top 5. Hell no, not in the top
Mace, what these niggas paid you for a shout out? What you talking about, man? Yo, what are you
Killer,
talking
you know
about?
I'm an expert. I got the list. I'm trying to help you out. I
They
know
ain't gotta
you
do me
looked
no
in your
favors,
eyes,
man.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I can see it in your
I don't need no
class.
favors, man. I don't need no favors, man.
All right. Give us
Man,
the
I
top
talked to
5.
Drew about the club too.
Yeah, I spoke to Drew. We gonna be out there for Thanksgiving weekend, probably on Sunday, man. So, you know, me and Pacman last week, we had a little Ohio, not beef, but you know, when you represent Ohio so much as he does and I do, we was just giving a little back and forth, and I spoke to Uncle Drew, so we gonna do a rich reunion. I'll be in Cincinnati. Hopefully, I don't want to put nothing on the table, but it's looking like Thanksgiving weekend. I'll be back out there in Cincinnati for the reunion of the what I used to do, my first of the month parties out there. So shout out to Uncle Drew. Murder, real quickly, you told me I'll give me the top 5. I only do the top 2. And listen, I'm telling you, it's Devin Hester and then it's Dion. And if you want to go Pacman his era, I guess we going to get Pacman as number 3 if we going to narrow it down to just a decade. Now you give me the top 5. Who you got? Who the other 2? Who you got?
I was going to give you my list, Cam.
I'm listening. I'm listening to it. Go ahead, Pac. Go ahead.
Let Pac tell us.
No, I'm finna ask him a question. He was kept talking about Ohio. OH.
Yep. What about it? OH what?
This nigga, you do not rep Ohio, bro.
So OH, I'm supposed to spell it out, IO, but I don't know. I ain't do cheerleader.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out if you know. You keep ripping all of Cincinnati and Columbus. Like, you know that.
I know it wasn't one of the cheerleaders. What I'm supposed to do? What's go? OH.
I'm just asking the question.
I don't know.
I'm just asking the question. You was screaming Columbus and Ohio last time we was on here.
Listen, when I was exactly. When I was living in Columbus, my job was from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., man. And I was done for the day.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know what go on during them hours. Who's
I sure don't.
Like Stat Law, she don't even know what's going on.
And that's okay.
Yeah, go watch the movie Traffic. You figure it out after that. After you watch the movie Traffic, you know what's going on. It's a lot. You know, the movie Traffic is based in Cincinnati as well. Very realistic. Mexico, different places. But after you watch it, you'll figure it out.
I'll come back with notes and my thoughts.
Yeah,
okay.
There you go.
So let's get into this game last night, y'all. Packers beat the Commanders 27-18. Mase, this was your second team, but we're going to let Pac go first. Pac, what went wrong for the Commanders?
Jaden Daniels had the worst game he played in the last 12 games. Like, you can't win a game with 51-yard rushing, not over even 150-yard passing. Like, he missed a lot of key throws. It was just it was an off game for him. But the Packers defense is one of the best defense in the league right now. And it's not just Michael up front. The linebacker, Cooper, is a dog. And the cornerbacks, Nate Hobson and Keyshawn Nixon, playing some of the best ball right now as far as secondary-wise. So I think the defense that Jeff Hadley is putting out there right now is responding. If they can stay healthy, they're going to be I don't see nobody on that side that's going to be really, really fucking with the Packers.
Oh, you trying to put the camera on me because of this, right? Yo, Nick, I'm gonna be determining a lot next week, so keep the camera on me. I think it's because I went with the Commanders this week, honestly. But I think when you playing at such a high level, this guy had 200 yards and he still is considered to have a horrible game. But he didn't have any turnovers. He just played really poor, I guess, to y'all standard.
Hold on, bro. 200 yards in the NFL is not good, though.
Okay, yeah, I know the first quarterback to 225 is normally who win the game. So that's a little expert stat that I got, Pac-Man. I know you played in the league, but I'm an expert. You know, the first quarterback to 225 is normally who win the game. So if he got stuck at 200, that's probably why they lost. But I'm going to leave my expertise out of this. But, you know, I don't want to say much about Milwaukee because I got a lot of family out there. It'll look like I'm jumping from bandwagon to bandwagon, so I'm trying to make sure I stay cool right now because I know Killing them is waiting to light me up. Go ahead, Killer. Say what y'all want to say. My second team lost. I'm having a bad week.
Well, Milwaukee's not in Green Bay. I'll start with that. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. I don't know what Milwaukee and Green Bay have to do it with anything. They're in the same state, but the cities aren't even in the same place.
Damn, they can't celebrate the Chicago Bears. That's Milwaukee's team. That's who buy most of the tickets, but you wouldn't know that because you in Ohio all the time. So I'm gonna stay out of Ohio.
Do you live when you lived in New York? Do you claim Long Island?
Oh my goodness.
Do you claim Albany? Do you claim Syracuse? Do you claim Buffalo? No disrespect to none of them cities, but when you're there, do you be like, yo, I'm from Albany? No.
Do you claim Canton, Ohio?
No, you know why I claim it. I'm just saying you brought up Milwaukee, and I was like, I don't know what Milwaukee has to do
Because
with
they
this.
buy most of the tickets, Cam. I follow the money.
Would you make a bet on that? I'm willing to bet that where the money is, most of the money is from Green Bay. I'm willing to bet that on camera. that you're guessing. Do you want to make a bet? Stat, we can find that out when we do the break, where most of the money comes from Green Bay tickets. You got to realize when it's like Columbus, and Pacman could probably vouch for this. When and I'm not trying to school you, Mase. I'm just saying in general. Cleveland is a major city in Columbus. In Ohio. Mm-hmm. Columbus is a major city in Ohio, and so is Cincinnati. I'll just leave them 3 cities. The reason, my personal opinion is the reason that Columbus doesn't have a professional team is because you better not interfere with that Ohio State money. That 105 sold out every fucking game that they have for the last 100 years. If you play with that Ohio State money, you're going to have a problem. Because Columbus is big enough to have a professional team too. But they're not going to fuck with that Ohio State money. Think about it. You got a baseball team and a football team in Cincinnati. You got all 3 in Cleveland. Ohio, Columbus, leave that money alone. And that's how I feel about Green Bay. Milwaukee, y'all go down there and do what y'all got to do. Don't fuck with this Green Bay money. It's 2 different cities. I'm not saying people from Milwaukee don't go up there, but that's all that they get. Now, I'm going to give my take on the game. Now, Green Bay came into the game ranked number 6 defensively, and to Pacman's point, they look really, really good. Every time and I didn't like Jalen Daniels' expression. Like, he see Micah Parsons and he get rid of the ball and then he starts smiling at Micah Parsons like, you crazy, huh, nigga? It was a time Micah Parsons was chasing him and he's like looking back as a bully was actually chasing him. Now, I got to give some fault to the Commanders as well. You put Josh Connolly. He played left tackle in college, but you got him as a right guard with the Redskins, and you got him fucking with Micah. He's going to have a problem all night, and that's not his regular position. I know y'all trained him to do that, but he's going to have a problem all night, and that's what I was alluding to. That's why I picked Green Bay to win this game, because as good as Jalen Daniels looked last week, I said they're not going to have to deal with the defense that they're dealing with last night as opposed to dealing with the Giants. Nate Hobbs came back off injury. He looked really good. And their defense looked good. To me, I must be totally honest. Out of them 2 penalties they got, to be totally honest with you, they went for it on 4th and 7. The Commanders I'm talking about, at the end of the 3rd quarter, they caught a penalty, then they scored. Then they scored on another penalty. I don't even think that the Commanders, without those penalties, would have scored a point. And Jaden Daniels looked like a deer in headlights all night. Packers look really, really good, man. And it looked like they may be the best team in the NFC. Stat, what you got to say about it?
Yeah, with that, I actually have to agree because I feel like from the jump, we kind of knew the Commanders weren't going to win this game. It felt like they were uneven and they just couldn't keep up with the Packers. I felt like the Packers defense obviously was exceptionally great, but also on offense, they were explosive. They had 1 tight end, Tucker Kraft. He had 6 receptions, 124 receiving yards, and a touchdown by the 4th quarter. So he was already playing tremendous throughout the whole game. And then just the Commanders were having a lot of fallouts. Like you said, Cam, Jaden Daniels' face kind of told it all. And then they had a lot of players getting injured throughout. They lost one of their main running backs who has an Achilles tear, and we don't even know the status of his injury after this game. So I think moving forward, I mean, even though the Commanders play the Raiders next, they will probably win that game. It's going to be a struggle for them. And I think even just the Packers already having a solid foundation and then adding Micah Parsons to that, they have a lot of upside, so I'm excited to see how it's going to go for them. And I'm not even a Packers fan, but I feel like from the jump, we knew the Commanders were not winning this one, so we will see what happens in the next game.
To add on to what you just said, though, Tucker Kraft, he had over 80 yards after the catch as well. He was looking like a young Travis Kelce out there as well, but they look really, really good. Their running game, they got their running back. He didn't have nothing long, no long yardage. Yeah, Sham. Sham is in the building, y'all. Shout out my man Shammgod. We're going to get to Shammgod in a minute. Harlem niggas in the building. You got to be careful. What you said, niggas started laughing. You got to be careful. When Harlem niggas is in the building. But he's really good on second and short, third and short, even potentially like on a 4th and 1. But right now, just after the first 2 weeks, and I know we still have to get to Sunday and Monday, but Green Bay looked really good. And after this game, including Micah Parsons, it looked like they're the best in the NFC after last night. We'll have to see what happens Monday, but they look really good. And the whole crowd, I don't know if you see, was saying, thank you, Jerry.
Yeah.
The whole crowd was thanking Jerry Jones for them being there.
Yeah, because they literally, and last thing I'll say, they literally unleashed a beast. Even post-game, Micah said that he's pissed off, he's got the rage in him, and he has this win now attitude, and it's showing.
Yes.
So we will see what happens next
Yeah,
week.
why didn't anyone give credit to Jordan Love? I noticed in all of our takes, nobody brought up Jordan Love.
I mean, I think he gets credit too, but it's still a team effort. I think Jordan Love did what he needed to do, but also his offensive line definitely helped with that. And then the defense, they made sure to handle the Commanders. And like Arabia says, belt to ass. That's what happened, and we've seen it from the jump.
Well, the thing about it, Mase, is that I figured you would do it because he was the first one at 225.
That's what I was bringing up. Thank you, Cam.
Yeah, that's what we was waiting for you to say because he's the first one. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We thought you would do it because he was the first one at 225.
Was it that rhetorical question? I was just bringing Pacman up to speed, but I.
All right.
Okay.
He actually had 4-4.
Listen, all jokes aside with Jordan Love, you got to think about this. This is Jordan Love that had to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years as a first-round pick. A lot of first-round picks that come into the NFL start immediately, but when you have to, Aaron Rodgers treated him a little better than Brett Favre treated Aaron Rodgers. So you get the tutelage under Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna say this, Pac. Listen. I'm gonna agree with you to a certain extent. Brett Favre treated Aaron Rodgers like shit publicly. He sat there and been like, yo, it ain't my job to be teaching these niggas what to do. And Aaron Rodgers definitely was standoffish to Jordan Love because he had an attitude because he's like, when y'all gonna draft a receiver? Come on, I've been here forever and y'all won't get a receiver the first round. And I know where you're getting at. You was like, I don't know if it's better. I'm not saying he treated him like the child that he loved. I said he treated him better than Brett Favre treated him. Go ahead, my bad, Pat. Go ahead. Say what you got to say, my bad.
I'm saying A-Rod is a competitor, and, when you still have that competitive mindset, you're not willing to teach somebody to take your position. And at that time, A-Rod was not willing to teach nobody to take his fucking position. He had just came off the fucking MVP year back-to-back when they drafted Jordan Love. So, I don't know if we want to say that.
I'm going to take your word.
Oh, treat like fucking
I'm going to take your word
brother, man. Oh, yeah, we're happy for you to be here. Now, that was a fucked up kind of split between Green Bay and well, not kind of, it was a fucked up split between Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay. He was kind of pissed the way all that ended. But Green Bay made a great decision as of right now, compared to what Aaron Rodgers have did when he left there and compared to what Jordan Love have did since Aaron Rodgers left there. Shit, Green Bay looked like they made a good decision.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
never going. It's and that was a great point because, Aaron Rodgers 4-time MVP, but it's never going to be cool breaking up, like you just said, especially when you not just think you can still play, Brett Favre wasn't cool. Brett Favre wanted to go in the division. Brett Favre said, man, get me in the division so I can play these niggas twice a year. He wanted problems. It's never going to be cool, especially when you think you can play at a high level. So that's a great point, Pat.
Okay. Now let's get into our predictions for Sunday's game, starting with the rematch between the Chiefs and the Eagles. Pack, will the Chiefs go 0-2, or do you think they win this game?
I think this will be the first time we done seen the Chiefs go 0-2. I don't think they win this game, and I hate going against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes after they have lost a game, but I don't think they're a better team than Philly. Not at all. I like the Eagles.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say when it comes to the Chiefs, man. This might be the time for me to put my call in and, move Title Town. I don't got time to play with this, Everybody's in love these days, Taylor Swift, there's a lot going on out there. It's not just Andy Reid anymore. We got to consider a lot of other things. When the main thing doesn't become the main thing anymore, this is what happens. So if the Eagles do win this, I got to switch my team. I'm letting y'all know early, so it's no problem coming next Sunday.
So really quick, Cam, before you go. So you think the Chiefs lose this game?
Did everything but answer the question.
No, I hear what Pack is saying. I hope we do. I hope we don't.
I'm saying Jalen Carter will be back. I'm quite sure he's going to be hungry. The Chiefs got a good chance of losing this game.
Yeah.
So again, real quick, Mase. Mase. Do the Chiefs lose this game? Is that what you're insinuating? The Chiefs are losing.
I don't think we lose. I'm just really giving y'all good narrative for the show, but I don't think we lose. Actually, I think we win this game.
Even if Xavier Worthy's questionable.
Narrative for the show.
Just asking.
Murder crazy, man.
I want to say something. He says doesn't do him any favors, but I'm trying to make it cool for them because I think it's just a game we lost.
All right, so let me go because he just won't answer the question. Did you hear answer anybody? Did you hear who's going to win the game? Everybody's in the studio. Yo, Sham.
The Chiefs are going to win. Damn the Chiefs.
There you go.
The Chiefs.
All right, thank you.
The Chiefs are going to win.
Okay.
This will be the third week that he's wrong. I agree with Pacman. I think that the Eagles are going to win this game. Look, the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a dynasty, and sometimes it just doesn't go that way. You looked at my favorite team in the NBA is the San Antonio Spurs. They never won back-to-back championships. They're still a dynasty. And Chiefs are going to have to take some time off. Their nigga is hurt. Now, like I said, we talked about this before. Anybody could fix this. Andy Reid could fix it, but they're not throwing the ball down the field. And I don't think that Patrick Mahomes trusts his receivers right now. Travis Kelce is getting a little bit older, so he's not moving as quick as he used to. He's going to get his yards and he's going to be a safety blanket for Patrick Mahomes. But I just really think that the Eagles, it's their time. If anybody can compete with the Green Bay, with Green Bay, because I just told you I like Green Bay in the NFC, it's going to be the Eagles. Of course, they're the reigning champions. And that's another thing, Pacman, now that I think about it too, nigga. Yeah. You tried to shit on Justin Herbert last week too, nigga. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you fucking did, nigga. Yeah, you did. You ain't shit on him? You don't remember, huh? Oh, you don't remember? Yo, this is a... Yo, matter of fact... Yo, this nigga Adam today, man.
Bro,
hey, yo, Adam.
Bro, how do you call that shitting on them?
Yo, because when... Hey, yo, Adam, Stack. So let me say this. When I said Justin Herbert, I said, I like Justin Herbert. He's like, is that your favorite quarterback?
Top five.
I said...
He ain't top five.
Huh?
He still is not top five.
Who your top five? Go ahead.
I go Buffalo first. Josh Allen.
We know the usual suspects. We know the four usual suspects. Go ahead.
All right, I'm saying you asking me my top five.
I'm listening.
I'm going Joe Burrow. Them three you could put in any order. Patrick Mahomes. Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. And five right now, who I would pick? I would pick Geno Smith.
Oh, yo.
This nigga
dog, man.
Wow,
Yo, dog. Hey,
Yo, you could at
throw
least
this
said
fucking.
Jalen
Yo,
Hurts.
come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Bro, Jalen Hurts
on.
is a great manager, but Jalen Hurts don't have he's not a gunslinger like that, bro. Come on, bro. He's a good quarterback.
He rushed
He got
for
a lot
more
of weapons,
yards.
bro.
He rushed for more yards than Saquon. What else you got to do? You win the championship, niggas gonna put you in top 5.
Yo,
That's not even the top 5.
I'm saying that doesn't
That's
make
your
you in the
opinion.
top 5 because you win the championship, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah, because you got to realize you're right about that because Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson don't have championships, so you're 100% correct about that. Geno, and listen, I like what Geno Smith did with the Seahawks.
I'm talking about what Geno done did in the last. I'm talking about what have you did for me lately. Throwing the ball lately, the last 3
Geno's
years.
yardage, please. Let me get more.
A lot of
This nigga put Geno. Yo, you might as well put Russell Wilson up there, man.
Listen.
Man, get out of here, man. Russell Wilson last game.
I would have respected if you
everybody in New York know that. And everybody from New York to Atlanta know that this will be Russell Wilson last week playing as a starter for the guy.
Listen, I would have respected if you said Matthew Stafford, nigga. You gonna sit there and say Geno Smith, nigga? Nah, man.
Matthew Stafford didn't do nothing for me lately, though.
Yeah, listen, man. Well, you know what? You know who did this, son? 300.
Why didn't he say golf for one of them?
Because listen, because he just being stubborn. 300.
Golf can't play without that West Coast offense.
Listen, how many yards did Geno have last
Caleb
week?
Williams over there.
362.
Caleb Williams just can't throw the ball.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Against the AFC champions, and Mase calls him Hat-Trick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomey, whatever you want to call him. He bust their ass last week, and they got the win. And he looked really good with 314 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Come on, man. I know Geno Smith is now. Listen, Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, that's a great combination. I like what they did. Like I was going to tell you, but you interrupted me in Seattle, and I see they're bringing that over to Vegas. I like that. But to put Geno Smith over Justin Herbert right now, we going to have to drug test you. There's nothing else we can do. There's nothing else we can do but drug test you. That's all we can do at this point.
You're totally sold on that one game. Justin Herbert is top 5.
No, I told you this last week. I said, see, my thing is this, and I'm very consistent with this, basketball, football, whatever. The best ability is availability. And I say he's not always available. He's not always available. I said, but when he is available, that boy nice. But the problem is he's not always available. And I don't use that for an excuse. You're not on the fucking field or the basketball court or anything else. Oh, well, you're not available. You're not healthy. You can't do it. It's a bunch of players that we love that haven't been able to stay healthy. And to me, this kind of his last year to stay healthy, because I'm going to give up on him after a minute, like my nigga Richardson in Indiana. I can't fuck with him. He's always hurt. He's only 9 years old. He's 9 years old and he keeps getting fucking hurt. He just got out of college yesterday and he's always hurt. He's not available, so I can't really judge the nigga when niggas be asking me about the nigga. And now you sit there and let the nigga Daniel come in there and it look like you gonna be on the bench for a minute because they praising that nigga. So to your point, it ain't about, for me, well, up to my point, I'm saying he's good when he's healthy, but he's not always healthy. So that's a fault as well.
But the Chargers is Durham James' team.
You say what?
The Chargers is Durham James' team. The safety, that's the Chargers. He is the face of the Chargers. He's by pound for pound the best safety in the league. Like he get, I don't know if you watched him, but he followed Kelsey, mic'd up the whole. But like that's the identity of the Chargers. That's what I mean when I'm saying like.
Hey yo, Pac, don't calm down for that nigga, man. When it comes to Justin Herbert,
you ain't gotta worry about that. You know that.
The nigga only play a few games. Of course he gonna be good if he only play a few games. That's another way to look at it.
Listen, man.
I don't know if I'm sold in this train about the first game.
I ain't knocking that. Yo, Murder, man, name 3 players on the Kansas City Chiefs that's not Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid.
Killer.
Can't do it.
I don't have time
I know you
for this
don't.
every
I know
morning.
you don't.
They
You
don't
can't do
pay
it.
me
This
to
your
come
team.
here and do
You
trivia.
can't do it. You can't do it.
I'm not here for trivia.
Just ask me what's my top five. You just asked me what's my top five.
Taylor Swift. That's who you need to know.
You just said you're going to give up on them. You just said you're going to the Eagles. You just
That's
said
a
that.
Harlem nigga for you. They don't show up. I gotta go.
Well, in the comments down below, because I'm still stuck on Pac's take, let us know if you guys would take Geno Smith over Justin Herbert, because I think it's I mean, everybody's opinion is their opinion, but I think that's also an interesting take. So let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Moving along, Browns versus Ravens. Pac, do you think the Browns have a realistic shot to win?
If you got Myles Garrett, you have a realistic shot to win anything.
Pardon me.
This motherfucker is unblockable. Do I think Flacco have enough tools to outscore Lamar? Nah. But the secondary got to play better for the Ravens, bro. Like, if you just look at the game, the secondary playing like shit. Zaire Alexander got to play better. But the offense put up numbers. Everybody know that you got to take care of the ball in 2-minute, 3-minute situation. 14 points up, all you got to do is hold on to the ball. So I like the Ravens, even though I don't like them when we play against them. But they put up big numbers. They got a real impact fucking offense with them too. And Flowers.
Yeah, of course I'm going with, but I don't understand where's the Ohio love at, Pac? You and Cam, when it comes to these games, why don't y'all stand with y'all teams?
Well, I'm in Cincinnati. Either you're a Cincinnati fan or Cleveland fan in Ohio when it comes to pros.
All right.
Yeah, I have that.
All right, but sorry about that.
Okay. And then
Mase just doesn't give a take. He just says anything and then doesn't tell you what's his opinion. Mase, who do you think is going to win the game between the Cleveland Browns and the Ravens?
Kim, you don't listen well. This has always been your issue. You don't listen well. I told you. I told you that I'm going with the Ravens. The Ravens is definitely who win this game, but I was trying to get conversation from you guys to figure out where's the love from Ohio. You know, we know the Ravens are going to win. I really don't even want to talk about the Browns until they put Shador in the system. Until Shador is playing, I'm not talking about the Browns. I said that last week. I'm protesting.
Yeah, you definitely said that last week. It's two ways to look at this. Of course, the Ravens are supposed to win. They're 11.5-point favorite. But if you're the Cleveland Browns and you're coming off of last week's game against Cincinnati and you only lose by 1 point, and to Pacman's point, to me, Myles Garrett is the best defensive player in the league right now. You're looking at it as a moral victory. I know it doesn't count in the win-loss column, but it's a moral victory. And then you're looking at the way that Baltimore ended the game last week. Like, we're sitting there looking at a great game between a great Baltimore Ravens team overall. And to Pacman's point, their secondary just let them down. And then I seen a comment that Lamar Jackson said when they punted on 4th and 3. He said he was cramping up, and that's why they didn't go for it on 4th and 3. And that kind of caused them the game. I'm going to go with the Ravens, but the way they ended the game last week, you can't take your foot off the gas. And not just last week. Anytime it's close situations, it seems like the Ravens crumble, including the playoffs. I have to see them win in a close game. And that's the problem right now, and I know we're nowhere near the playoffs, but that's the shit that they be talking about with Lamar. He can't get it done in the playoffs. And then every time it's a close game, he doesn't get it done. I'm not going to blame the loss on him last week, but if you get the glory when you're the quarterback, you get the blame as well. I'm going with the Ravens, but to Pacman's point, when you got Myles Garrett, you just never know.
Okay. And last prediction before we go to break, we got the Bears versus the Lions, both 0-1 right now. Pac, who do you think wins this game?
Oh no, I don't think the quarterback is any good without Ben Johnson. He was same thing with McVay. All that offense come from the same. He struggled. The run game struggled. It's different. Like you got a whole different person calling the plays. What they call themselves, Sonic and Head Hawks, whatever that shit called.
Yeah.
It wasn't there last week. But the Bears, who in the hell is gonna fucking bet with the Bears when they got a fucking quarterback that's wearing what y'all call them nails that girls be getting, stilettos, whatever that shit is. I ain't going with a quarterback that's fucking whatever. I have whatever is, bro. Quarterback cannot do that. I'm sorry. I understand endorsements, getting paid. I don't want a quarterback on my team that got his hands with these different designs. And I'm just sorry. Maybe I missed that boat in my life. You know what I mean? And that's some new shit that I ain't heard about or that I don't know about. But like that shit would not fly if I was the head coach, or I would put a note in that nigga every day, like, hey, bro, that nail shit, bro. Every day I walk past his locker, I would put something in his locker. That shit. And if you're gonna do that shit, you gotta win games. And hit the goddamn ball A to B, and you got your talking about this is what your nail tech like, right? You can't be doing that shit, man. This is not a prom. These folks getting hired out here for hired assassins. You got them out here with all this shit on your nails. Like, come on, man. I don't know. I would find his ass if I was a coach. Like, I don't know. And I'm not saying against
you find him.
No community or no shit like that. I'm talking about as a fucking quarterback in the National Football League. The guy that's supposed to be the leader, held to a higher standard pretty much than every fucking body else. Man, come on, man. Come on.
How much would you find
Chicago
him?
is the fucking, he playing in Chicago, bro. It ain't like he up in, I don't want to say no other states, but like, it's hard. Like, shit. It's a hardest y'all right.
Okay, Mase.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Detroit. I can't go with the Bears at this point. I know we had some promising times or some things that was promised with the quarterback in Chicago. I just don't think it's going to be any different than last year. I'm going with Detroit.
Look, I'm not a Caleb Williams fan either, but I think he started off the game good last week. Didn't finish good, but the Bears as an organization doesn't have any consistency. The Lions got off to a rough start last week as well, but I think they'll get it together. And to be honest with you, I don't even really want to have a educated take with this. I want to agree with Pacman and say, nigga painting his nails, I ain't fucking with him. Yo, Pac, the nigga was losing to USC and going home talking about, he was after the game and he was like, I just want my dog. I just want to go home to my dog. Then he had the picture with him with his dog curled up after the loss and shit. I don't really fuck with the nigga. We used to have O.J. Simpson on the show, God bless the dead. And he was, he's a USC alumni. He used to be going crazy for the nigga. And I'm like, yo, bro, I can't fuck with nigga in the post-game interviews that say I want my puppy and go home. Now let me ask you this real quick, Pat. If he only painted his nails black, would you be cool with it? Because status cool with niggas who paint their nails black only. That's what she said. She doesn't mind if her boyfriend wears black nails.
Man. These rock stars, yeah. Fuck no. No, bro. Quarterback cannot paint that fucking nails. Here's point blank, bro. He is going over and beyond. It ain't like he's painting this shit, though. He's going getting designs. I mean, like, man, this shit is almost like fake nails.
Stars and glitter.
And we wonder why he missing throws and shit. Right. Maybe the tip of his nails may be a little bit too fucking long with his acrylic.
With the acrylic.
Like, this shit is impacting the game. Fuck.
Thanks for that. That's a good insight from a locker room perspective.
So we're gonna have to check the niggas' nails on Kansas City. Maybe they start painting their nails.
I will just add, His nails were for a good cause.
Hold
No, they
on.
were.
Hold on.
They were. No,
Hold on,
I just have to add that. They were suicide prevention nails for mental health awareness. So they were for a good cause.
And cut them nails off.
Angel Reese, that was Angel Reese's nail tech correlation. I know people felt some type of way about him getting his nails done from Angel Reese's nail tech. I get it.
See,
But it was for a good cause.
this the whole thing, and this.
I even know nothing about that.
See, this the whole thing. Stat. This the whole thing. Pack real quick.
Pew pew pew.
This is what I'm saying. This how they shut us up. Can't say nothing now. Not allowed to talk about it no more.
Stat, how would you feel if Cam came in with his nails painted?
I wouldn't think it was him.
Good answer. Good answer.
Like, it wouldn't be him. Like, it would be, I don't know. It wouldn't be him. But like, it was literally AI. But Caleb, he's been consistent. You can't say he hasn't. It's not like it's a shock. It's like he's been doing that.
I'm gonna keep it.
I can't have my quarterback paint his nails. I have no problem with people painting their nails. Cool. But the starting quarterback of my team cannot have his
So who would you let paint their nails? You just only let
nobody, not on the
paint their
team.
nails?
Like, no, I'm just saying, not on the team. No.
I don't even want to talk after suicide prevention.
It's a good cause.
I don't want no. Listen, man. If niggas listen.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, of course we can't even say nothing. She fucked the vibe up. The whole vibe is down the drain now. Like, yeah. My bad. I don't want nobody out there unaliving themselves. So we're sorry.
So real quick, Underdog picks before we go to break. Underdog has Caleb Williams at 25.5 rushing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Lower.
Cam?
I'm going to go higher.
Okay, Jahmyr Gibbs is at 25.5 receiving yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Higher.
Mase?
Higher.
Okay, and Jared Goff is at 248.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
I'm going to go higher.
We'll go lower.
Download the Underdog app and you can make your picks too. We're going to go to break. When we return, we have a very special guest. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. So y'all, today we have a very special guest. He had a little bit of flashes on the show earlier, but we got to give him a proper intro. Born in New York, he was drafted 46 overall by the Wizards in 1997. From 2019 to 2025, he was assistant coach for the Mavs. Now he's an assistant coach for the Magic. We've got Shammgod on the show. Welcome to the show. How you feeling? How you doing?
Sham, what's good, baby?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm doing good.
Sham was good.
What's good, man?
Nigga,
What's good? What's good, Pacman? How you doing, man?
Yeah, listen, man. A lot of people know. So we all grew up together. Like, you know what's crazy is that like when you grow up, you don't really know that you growing up with like legends and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's your friend, or you're like in competition with them or playing on the teammate or whatever. But if you think about the 10-block radius of the people in the neighborhood that we actually grew up with, whether it's Mase or Ali Mo or Max B or Shammgod or Big L, it's been a lot of people in a small area, and we've been blessed with a lot of talent. And Shammgod, which is my brother, and I've seen his growth and elevation over the years from playing in the NBA to being a coach in college, then being a coach in the NBA to where he's kind of the only coach that I know, unless I'm mistaken, with his own sneaker. You know what I'm saying? This thing he's on his third, fourth pair of sneakers. Not only that, he also has his own move. Like when you watch SportsCenter and somebody do they be like, oh, he just got hit with the Shammgod. He just got hit with the Shammgod. And that, to me, that's legend shit. And he also has his book. Is the book out yet, Sham?
Yes.
Okay, his book.
I got the books for you, Mase, and Stat. And I got sneakers for you, Mase, and Stat.
Right. So Shammgod is signed to Puma. He's on the third sneaker, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure y'all go out there and get them Shammgods. And tell us a little bit about your new book, please.
The book is just about, like what you just said earlier, it was just about us growing up in Harlem. You know, me, you, Mase, me, you, and Mase, and Ali Mo, God bless the dead, and just coming from the area we coming from.
Right.
And, you know, just saying why Harlem was so special, you know, moving from Brooklyn to Harlem and just growing up around greatness of people. It's just the crazy part about this whole thing in life now is like all our friends are actually somebody to the people in the world.
Right.
So it's like when you grow up and you like, yeah, Mase is my brother, and somebody's like, man, you don't know Mase, or, you know, vice versa, or things like that. So,
Right.
you know, I just was just talking about in the book, just talking about my journey from the great late Kobe Bryant to just working out with him and doing different things, and like growing up and not knowing, like you said, growing up with other legends and growing up that one day you could be this person to other people in this world, and, you know, and just being humbled by everything that's going on, especially in my life, far as coaching, far as the book, far as the sneaker, and just trying to tell people our story that you can make it out. Like, you don't, when things mess up, you still keep going and things work out.
Let me ask you a question. We know that you played in the NBA for a couple of years. What made you want to transition into coaching?
Because growing up, like where we come from, like, you know, I didn't have no big brother that like kind of like try to pave the way for me.
Right.
You know, like growing up like with Steph. Steph had 3 brothers. I mean, Steph had all his brothers.
What about Stephon Marbury?
Yeah,
Yep.
Stephon Marbury had all his brothers, and they made mistakes before him, so he got to learn from those mistakes. You know, whether it was me, even though Mase had an older brother and stuff like that, it just seemed like me, you, all the people where we came from, we grew up on our own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we had to learn from our own, whether, you know, it was when Mase was rapping, you start rapping, me playing basketball. It's just that when you look back, you know, even when you look at all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, it's like we survived so much stuff that that, you know, I got sons that I can't even imagine them doing the stuff I was doing. I remember I was going to North Carolina to play basketball in gyms that I thought it was tournaments, and niggas just actually had me in a van. They just actually had me in a van, and they was like trading cocaine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like where we at now, like if my parents knew I was there, we'd be in a child's welfare. You know what I'm saying? We'd have got taken from the kids and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all that. So
That's
it's like,
crazy.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that you said, Sham is crazy. Here's the book, actually. We're going to keep this up here the rest of the show as well.
Yeah.
Stat, we got Mason's stats copy as well. But I'm glad that you said that, Sham, because Mason takes mad credit of saying that he made sure that you was nice. Because he always takes the credit.
Like I tell people, like it's so funny. I tell people the story. I tell people the story. What people don't understand is, I tell people the story like Mason's like the first person that took me to play basketball, and it's not because we're on the show. Like Mason's the first person took me to basketball. Cam is the first person, like, when I came uptown that was, like, super nice in basketball. You know, he had the flat top like Big Daddy Kane. He was killing. You know, he was playing for Gauchos and stuff like that. But what people don't know, like, when I became, like, real good at dribbling and stuff like that, Mase used to come get me every morning just to play defense so he could be a defensive stopper. And it just helped me. It just helped me grow every day just playing basketball. So that's why when people would be like, oh, man, you just be giving Mase credit for no reason. I'm like, bro, he used to actually come get me in the morning and just guard me in the morning. And people never knew that. And it was like, and we used to hang out every day about that stuff. And that's how he got me robbed. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
He's like, wait.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and what people don't know, every tournament I used to go to, I bring Mase. And I'd be like, yo, my man can rap. I'm telling you, he rap. And Mase used to rap. I remember when Mase's album first came out, I got drafted to the Wizards. We played against Minnesota, and Stephon Marbury was like, man, wasn't that the kid that you brought to the game and he was rapping and all? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, he's super nice. But, you know, like back to the thing, like, Mase come in with the jewelry and doing all that stuff. I ain't had no jewelry. I'm, still being McDonald's American. And he get me robbed by just walking around. and I'm like, man, and it's so crazy because like we coming out the store and the dude asked me for change, and I'm like, change? And I'm like, hold on. I'm like, I know if he don't know who I am, he know who this is. I'm like, what the hell? And then when he pull out the gun, I'm standing there like, and I know how he play all the time. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Don't try to run off while it's looking on me, man. I'm like, man, you just picked me up to play basketball. I ain't trying to get robbed, man. Like, what we doing? Like that. So,
Yeah.
so people don't understand.
I told you, killer. I was like this.
Nah, I know the story. I already know, but it's glad that you can share it with the world because, listen, first of all, real quick, is like Sham said, and Sham's being polite about a bunch of stories, not just that situation he's talking about, but it's good that we're here to laugh about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sham said, listen, I sit there and watch, and lucky that I'm at the age I am, and all of us, because you sit there and just think about how one mistake could fuck up everything. Yeah. And we were in a bunch of predicaments that could have fucked up everything. You know what I'm saying? And just thank God that certain shit didn't go left, or we was definitely not the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm not saying we were doing stuff, it was just our environment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why like, even before when I had got on Instagram and I was talking about, like telling Fat Joe, like, what I'm saying, you mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, then everybody's in the DMs and they're like, man, Fat Joe is just trying to show you that, saying that you tough from the streets and all that. And I'm like, nah, that don't make me tough from the streets. Like, I didn't come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been around street people, but I always been this person who I am. I always been going straight. You know what I'm saying? And people did what they did, and that's cool. But it was just like, whether it was you, whether it was Mase, it was like certain people's in certain environments always be able to weather the storm in the environment, and they got a target where they're trying to go. Even when young, Mase always had a target where he was going. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, there was no doubt that he was going to hit that target. Then after that, it was like, there's no doubt that no matter where Cam was at, he was going to hit that target. And then we got, as adults, that's just where it's at, and it's like, people want to say it's luck and it's things like that. That could be true, but it's hard for me to say it's true when I know, like, at the age I met them, they always was on target, trying to hit their target where they was trying to go in life.
Nah, we thank you for that, man. And we're never gonna hear the end of this shit from Mase now that you co-signed. But this is gonna go on for 7 years. We're never gonna hear.
I can't make this up, Stat. I can't make this up.
No, that's fine.
Let me ask you another. Murder, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mase. I'm sorry. You got something to say? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no. I remember one time me and Shan was gonna fight Killer. You wasn't there. He was telling me I wasn't gonna be a rapper. he wasn't gonna be a basketball player. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I was telling him, like, who you think you is, Biggie Smalls? And he was like, you ain't gonna be no Isaiah Thomas. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, that's not happening. That's not happening. Like, in the middle of just nowhere. And then, like I said, like I tell people all the time, I said, then you grow up, and he's Mase, I'm Shammgod, you Cam, and like, we all take pride in that.
Listen, to a testament to what you guys are talking about, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's that, for me, in my brain, it was a race, and not a race basketball rapper wise, just being successful. Yeah. I remember being on 34th Street and seeing Steph Marbury with the big poster about Macy's on the wall, and I'm like,
facts.
Fuck this nigga. And I ain't had no problem with stuff. That's my man. But it's like, damn, he got the fucking big.
Fact.
Damn, that's what I need in my life some type of way. And that was my attitude. So when you tell me that y'all was going to fight, I understand it because everybody wanted to do whatever they could do to be the first or to get out of the situation that we was in. So 100% I totally understand how y'all two could have fought because like you said, nigga, like whatever. And listen, the shit that you just said y'all said to each other, we're from a harsh environment. The shit that niggas say to each other, nigga, be like, I just sold your mother a dime, nigga. Yeah. And really might have sold somebody's mother a dime. It's harsh. I don't like when I be telling niggas what niggas used to say, I be like, yo, this is verbal humiliation.
Yeah, nah, you're right. Like people don't even understand. Like I was telling somebody and I was talking about in a book, I'm like, yo, I remember I went through a 3-year span. They was calling me Dirty Dudley because they thought I looked like Dudley from the Cosby.
No, Different Strokes.
Different Strokes, yeah, Different Strokes.
Yo, fam, I remember that. I swear to God, I remember that. I was like, that's fucked up. This environment we in, though.
I was like, it's crazy. And like when people don't understand, when people always like, man, you and Mason Cam are really like that. I said, what y'all don't understand is like, we all had a stretch where like I went to play basketball, Mace went to play, went to rap, Cam went to rap. I'm like, but it was a time period where I was going with Mace and Cam to Manhattan Center. Like people don't even know I was going to go to Manhattan Center. That's how I met Evander Ford and all that. I used to come up to the school with them all the time. It'd be Mace, Cam, Rich Parker. You know, used to go up there. And this is before the whole Shammgod thing and before all that. Like, so when people be wondering about like when this thing transpired, it was things that transpired that people didn't see because I wasn't Shammgod at this time. I wasn't this. Like when Mace was picking me up in the morning, I was just somebody just, you know, practicing dribbling and this and that and different things. So like when people wonder like how these things transpire, like, man, you and Cam talk so much now as an adult. I'm like, yeah, because we at the same place like in life, like just trying to make sense out of it and make things happen. So but we had such a great relationship at a young age, you know, even if we took 4 years off and he went to do his thing, I went to do my thing, we always just had that, you know, and like me and Mace always had, you know, working out in the morning, always him taking me to watch 55th and me just like falling in love with basketball. And we will always have that no matter when we speak, don't we speak, and you pick up the phone and it just go right back to where it was at that point.
See, that's a good point that you just brought up too. And Pete, pass me the sneakers so we can show Sham's new sneakers as well.
One right there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But
Yo, Killer.
Yo, okay.
Yeah, before you go on, we gotta thank the critics of Harlem. Those are the niggas that really made us.
Yeah.
It's bad, hot toast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas who was horrible to us, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Because, listen, even the shit you told me I wasn't there when y'all was going to fight, but you're 100% right. These are Sham's new sneakers as well. Puma, make sure y'all go check them out as well. But even what you guys have just talked about, it's the worst of the worst. Like, it was a time we and Mace was up here talking Sham and how they was, and we used to talk about how bad and Todd Toaston was like, yo, and they was talking about God bless the dead, Big L, like, yo, y'all show, and we're not talking about Big L's death, we're talking about that, but they're talking about, you see how that worked out for him, my nigga. Do y'all want to, it's not working out for niggas with that rap shit.
Yeah. That's a fact.
And niggas is like, you might want to try and get your CDL or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like, that's what niggas will tell you at 17, 18 years old, my nigga. Give it up now at 17, 18 years old. So I get exactly where you guys are coming from. And to Sham's point, what I was going to say is that when you're working and you're busy and you're trying to do something, whether it's entertainment or music or run a business or be a coach in college, high school, NBA, and you don't speak to your friends for a period of time, and you pick up right like Sham said, when you left off, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4 years. It's because you're busy. It's people who get mad at you like, niggas not picking up. Yo, now niggas acting crazy. Like we ain't sleep on the He-Man sheets. Like, yo, my nigga, niggas guys trying to, niggas be busy. And then for me, once you start all that, I'm curving anyway.
Yeah.
Half the time I didn't want to pick up anyway. I give you twice, 3 times a year. But you're right. When people, if you're busy and you're in the same accord, even if one person's busier than the other, then you get that. And it's not really a big deal if you don't speak to your friend because you know what he's doing. We know you made a coaching shift going to Orlando this season, and congratulations on that, man.
Appreciate it.
I know that they're gonna miss you in Dallas, man. Tell us. I mean, we're not gonna get into all the nonsense, but we're just saying. I know the city of Dallas is gonna miss you, man. How hard of a decision was that for you to make?
Oh yeah, nah, it was tough because you know what I'm saying. Dallas is the only place I've been in 9 years. You know what I'm saying, and Mark Cuban is like not an owner to me. He's like family. Like he's gonna be somebody in my life for the rest of my life. You know, I feel that way. He feel that way, and you know, just going through the ups and downs with the battles when you have Luka, you have Kai, you have all these great players. You know, you bond. I'm not a coach that like build relationships like player coach. Like these dudes are like family. You know what I'm saying? So like when certain things transpire, like you know, like you said, like you own something or you be a boss or whatever, you could do whatever you want to do. But it's just like the way you handle it going out means something to me. You know what I'm saying? And both of y'all know this, like where we come from, like if you handle things the wrong way on the way out, things could get ugly and things could get dark. You know what I'm saying? And the people that survive is the people that just handle everything accordingly. Like we might not agree, but if you handle it accordingly, we can always come back and we can always be friends and we can always kick it. And the thing about Dallas was it was just getting spooky times, man. Like it was like I love Dallas, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with everybody that's over there, even though I'm left. But for me, Orlando was just a amazing spot. You know, Coach Mosley, you know, we coached together in Dallas. That's like one of my closest friends too. So like there's only certain people, you know, whether it's basketball, whether it's rap, you know those people who you feel you could trust your career with. And like, even if y'all don't agree, you like, I still know this person got my best interest, right? So like, when you don't have that, when you don't feel that, then that's hard because you got to go in there and work every day. And then when the thing happened with Luka is like, that's my little bro. And he was like holding it down. Like it wasn't like, you know, we could get into semantics about this or that. I'm going to tell you one thing. When the game was the biggest and the brightest, he was never a passenger. He was always a driver. You know what I'm saying? And whether like for me it's Jordan, Kobe, Luka when it comes to the it factor, right? So like we could sit here and we could say, yo, it's not this, it's not that, but like the man's 25. He's the second all-time leading scorer in the playoff history. You know what I mean? People play this game. He's second only to Jordan in the history. Last year, I mean, when we went to the finals, this year in the finals, it was 6 different people who led 6 different categories. When we went to the finals, Luka led every 6 categories, even steals. Right? So when you say, like, this person is out of shape, okay, that's cool. But when you go to the hard copy, he played more minutes than everybody in the NBA in regular season and playoffs.
Right.
So then for me, it's like, and he averaged 39 and 9. So it's like, I mean, what we talking about in real time? And the biggest thing with me that was dope about L is we all know superstars, we all know rap superstars, we all know how people act. Luka has never told anyone to cut somebody, trade somebody. I need more help. I need this. That's half the battle right there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And B went in the office in Philly and told them dudes, yo, we not listening to y'all. We know y'all leaking information. We didn't listen to the staff.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like when the thing went down, it just was like, it's like one of those things where you like, man, if somebody treat your man like that, it's only a countdown to where.
Right. So you're basically saying that made a major part in the decision for you to leave with how Luka exited Dallas.
Yeah, like I mean, watching that was hard, but then also with Orlando, it was about growth. You know what I'm saying? It was about growth. Me being an assistant coach because you know, In the beginning, it was weird because I didn't know what I wanted to be. I just wanted to be coaching in the NBA. So, like, me and Mark used to talk about this all the time because he was like, man, you're so good at so many things, communicate with the players, doing this. So you could just stay in player development. You could be a coach. You could try to be a GM because you have the relationships. So in the beginning, it was just like, okay, I'm going to just go with the flow. But then what happened was, and that's a testament to J. Kidd. What happened was he used to have me do all these projects in the summer. So then what happened was I start knowing too much, like offense, defense, stuff like that. So now when you come to that point, you like, man, I need to move up. I need to coach. I need to do this. So you don't want to stay in one place where like you be in a box. And that's no knock to them. You feel how you feel about a person, cool, or the situation. But for me, I felt like I'm at a point in life where it's growth, and it's like when I was at Providence, I used to tell them all the stuff that Dion is doing right now. I used to always say, I'd be like, man, if I ever was the coach at Providence, this would be crazy. I was like, I would get all the players, like, because at this point I was working out so many guys, like behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Talking to so many guys, whether it's Ja, whether it's Trey, whether it's Z, I was doing all this stuff. So I was like, man, I would be getting the number one recruits. I would be doing this. And I was like, everybody from Harlem would be coming up to Providence because it's only 3 hours.
Right.
And then I remember, I don't want to say his name, but he was like, man, that won't work. That will never work. And I was like, okay. So then the next year, Dion coming, he do all this stuff, and I sent him a text. And I said, man, the thing Dion doing look familiar. That's not going to be sustained. He's going to be out of there in 2 years. I said, all right. Now he get the number one pick. Got his son. He doing this. And now I'm like, yo, we from Harlem, so we gonna let you know. We like, yo, my man, we know what it takes, bro. Like, this is not rocket science that you think is rocket science.
Right. Murder.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Sham's story, it's like it's an anomaly, not just because we've been using that word a long time, but I think there hasn't been one player that came from Harlem that has ever been as good as Sham Pauls at basketball. I don't think so. So I think, with that being stated, with all of the great basketball players we've had in the city, that just speaks volumes. And I mean, me knowing him personal, being considered a best friend, I just think he's just a class act, And you don't find a lot of people like that.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Nah, that's what's up. So make sure, looking at this is dope. Make sure y'all go get my man Sham's book, The Word of God, and make sure you go pick up his sneakers. Sham, anything else that you want to let the people know as well?
At the end of the month, I got a collab clothesline with Rock Nation.
Okay.
So, some dope stuff, hats, sweatshirts.
Is it a name for the collab?
Nah, it's just Shammgod and Paper Planes.
Nice.
So it's like a dope collab, like sweats, shorts, hats, and stuff. So it's gonna be ill.
That's what's up.
It's our time. It's gonna be
Yo, Killer, I'll tell you one funny story before we go.
Yeah, good, man. About time you share some shit with the public. You always got stories, but they can't be told. They always fucking secrets. Go ahead, man. Good. Maybe we can just share them up here once a week so we can get some more stories that can't be talked about. Good.
Yo, Killer.
And thanks, Sham. I'm looking at this right here, man. They got one of my quotes on the back of the book, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's me, Mark Cuban.
Cause you know Mase busy, man. Every time nigga call him, I'm gonna get right back to you. Who calling me?
Yeah, man. What's the story, Murder? I want to hear this.
Oh, nah, this was hilarious. When I first started going to church, Sham came down to Atlanta. So I told Sham to come with me to get baptized, right?
I know what you're about to say.
When you get baptized, they normally ask you your name.
Yeah, you stupid, man.
What happened?
This nigga Sham came out the water. He said, "What's your name?" Sham said, "God."
Yeah, you're stupid, yeah, you stupid, yeah. Yo, you stupid. Yo, you silly, man. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong, bro? That's funny, man. That's funny, man. Yeah.
The old man was so scared. The old man was so scared, like his whole life flashed in front of him. Yo.
He thought nigga came back out through Sham, huh?
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
That's funny right there.
Nah, that's what's up,
For
man.
story time.
That's dope.
Oh man.
Right. Well, make sure y'all check out
Well, real
Sham.
quick before, I know we got a wrap now.
Yeah, all good.
I don't know if Pac is even, no, I know we just, but if Pac is, but. All right, yeah, good looking, man. But, yeah, man, but make sure y'all go get my brother's book, his sneakers, his collab clothing line at the end. Mase finally gets credit for helping Sham get to where he at. He's been telling me this for years. And I'm going to end before Stat really wraps us up with working niggas out behind the scenes is crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Pause that 100 times.
Nobody is safe.
Nigga gonna try to pause me early in the show. You know I'm on to that, man.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Sham, thank you for stopping by, bro. We love you, nigga.
Always love all y'all. You know that.
Yeah.
Shammgod, congratulations on everything. But y'all, that is all the time that we have for today. Pac and Sham, it was a pleasure to have both of y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two big necks, like when they doing them 2 for $5.